Hi everyone, my name's Bill and I'm an alcoholic. And today's share is called Hope. Getting drunk as often as I did took a lot of determination. It took an enormous amount of effort, and it also took a need. A need to be someone other than the person I'd become in life. And a need to feel other than how I was feeling. And really, that's a basic ingredient of why I'm an alcoholic of our type. Drink on its own just gets me drunk. Being an alcoholic of our type requires a whole lot more than just alcohol. It requires a propensity to deep-seated fear, to low self-worth, coupled with a need for recognition and a determination in my life not to be ridiculed, to be laughed at, and to be humiliated. My alcoholism resulted from loss. It resulted from grief, from deep-seated guilt, and it resulted from something I never had in my life. It resulted from something I'd always wanted, and that was to be needed, wanted, and loved. And I did need a need to be loved. And I did need a need to be wanted. So getting sober was a long march towards reality. It was also a long, long march away from my past. It was a daily list of doing some things and a lot less of others. For staying sober requires an ongoing enthusiasm for change and an inner determination for a better life than the life I've been living. Nothing is more important in sobriety than keeping focused on hope. For without hope, my future expectations remain just as expectations. And without hope, any optimism slowly disappears. And without hope, my dreams for tomorrow will probably not materialise. But I can never expect every day to be filled with rewards, for not all actions will bear fruit, and not all promises will necessarily materialise. Living in my new sober world will not always be invigorating, where nothing stays good forever, but nothing stays bad forever. But staying sober primarily relies upon having a life that is filled with new and exciting things. Fulfilling my mind with new and exciting things keeps my enthusiasm and keeps me coming back. For boredom, a lack of fulfillment, with no ongoing change and remaining unmotivated, are just as big in the world of relapse as not working the steps. However small, however inconsequential, moving towards another day sober with hope is key to crossing the barriers that would otherwise spell disaster for me. Barriers that can and do destroy an otherwise perfectly good sobriety. And where does hope come from? Well, the answer lies in fulfilling the unfulfillable. Hope lies in helping another alcoholic. And hope is produced through following a spiritual path. Hope is entwined in what you did positively yesterday, what I'm doing today with enthusiasm, and my hopes and wants and dreams for my tomorrows. Hope is as a result of an inner need, and through that need comes change. Don't underestimate the power of hope, for without it, staying sober may just be a pipe dream. With it, sober living becomes more of a reality. where experiencing the world of sober living takes on a charisma of its own, where my hope comes from my vision of living a long, sober life. But that vision needs to be strong and with purpose. Hope is in my dreams, it's in my imaginations, it's in the courage I use to turn each sober day into a spiritual journey, and turning that spiritual journey into a spiritual reality, which in turn will be turned into a spiritual experience. And it's all because of that one little word, hope, is why I'm alive today. All because one day I was given some invisible, spiritual, internal hope. Some invisible, internal, spiritual hope that maybe, just maybe, there was a life out there that was better than the one I'd been living. Dum spiro spero. While I breathe, I hope. Thank you, Bill the Shirt, Bristol.